up and running with the youth team this season. How's it been going so far?
Yeah, we've had a good start. Pre-season, as always, is tough for the boys when they first come back. We've had a good intensive games programme in pre-season, a mixture of lower league, non-league and academy teams from the Premiership. So we've had a mix which sets us up for our league programme.
Yep.
We started our first game against Plymouth, which we won 1-0. Then we went on to Oxford with a 1-1 draw, and then we played Swansea last week and we lost 2-0 with a very young side, but I was very proud of the players.
Yep. Not wishing to pick out players individually, but Jacob Morgan, a few people have told me that he's looking good this season. He scored for the reserves on Tuesday at Coventry. Is he a player that you've got high hopes for this season?
I've got high hopes for all of them. I'll
Yep.
push them all the same. Some will come to the top and some will stay the same and some might drop away, but we'll manage them over the season. But Jacob started very well.
Yep.
He showed that on Tuesday at in the reserve games for 60 minutes. He was one of our better players on the day, which is fantastic from a youth side. But he's got to be consistent. He's got to do it week in, week out at youth level. Then when he gets the opportunity to go and play with the pros, he's got to produce what he does for the youth team.
Yeah. Is this? Do you see this group of second years as a decent crop? They're a good bunch of
Yeah,
lads?
yeah. They've been in the system 3 or 4 years now, so they know what we're all about. Last year's a bit of a taster for them, but obviously the second year in their scholarship is the big year for them, and I'm sure a couple will be knocking on the door at the end of the season.
Yeah, I spoke to you a few weeks ago at the Open Day, and you were obviously short of cash in the Centre of Excellence. You've appealed for sponsorship. Have you had any joy? Is it looking a bit healthier now?
Not particularly, no. We've had, disappointingly, we've had Hoax, who led us along for a month or so, which was very, very disappointing. We put a lot of time and effort into that lead, but nothing really materialised. We've had a few generous people put their hand in the pocket, but it's only just scratching the surface, really. We're still looking for somebody to be a major contributor towards the youth system.
Yeah, everyone sees that a couple of pros come through and it's great, but there's a lot of good work goes on that goes unnoticed, isn't there? Right from 9 up to 18.
Definitely, we start at 6 and 7. If people come down last night to the training ground, there was an under-15s game on against Evesham, and all the other groups were training for 2 hours, and if you see the amount of players that we have on our books, it sets you back, and we need to make sure that those guys are still here in a year or so's time.
Yeah, so still very tight, but you're confident you can just about pull through and keep this going next season?
That's a big challenge for myself and the staff in the youth development. We will be pushing all the way. We've got events that we're going to be arranging, sponsorship events, etc. But we will, and it will be a massive achievement if we do. But the people we've got working for us are fighters, and they'll graft as hard as they can to make it happen.
Yeah, it's yourself, Russell, Milton, Antoine Thompson, sort of team up there in the Centre of Excellence. You work well together.
Yeah, with Alan Goff, we're four
Yep.
of us full time. The rest obviously work on a part-time basis, but we're all pulling in together. We're all trying to get as many leads as we can with our knowledge of people around the area, and we will make it work. And at the end of the day, end of the season, starting the next season, it'll be a massive achievement when we do it, but it'll be very pleasing.
Yeah, who have you got this Saturday?
We've got Torquay at home, seasons at 11 o'clock, so I'd like as many of the fans to come and watch as possible. Free admission,
Yep.
and then they can go and take in the first team game against Crawley in the afternoon.